Alright, hello everybody, my name is Jens and today, still sick, I'm going to be teaching you how to play the tune. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. I think it's called Odorenai Warutsu, and it is from the Rurouni Kenshin anime soundtrack, of course. Rurouni Kenshin is a pretty good manga, not so good anime, but definitely has a great OVA. Link to it in the description of this video. So this is a subscriber request. Somebody wanted me to do a tutorial on my version, my Morna version, my Morna cover of this tune. So originally this is a very classical sounding and classical tune played with two classical guitars. One does the rhythm and one does the melody, right? The lead playing. But I have found a way to play this finger style, but for the sake of today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to play this tune in two different ways. So one is the chords, and one is the melody. And all that. So, okay, let's start with the chords. Now this song consists of two parts really. So the first part is, again, I'm going to be going over this tune in the Morna style, right? And I use for the chords the Morna bass. So the rhythm player plays this thing once or half of it twice, depends on how you want to see it. I usually just write A minor, G, F, and E times 2. And now some of you might be tempted to play like a G7 or an E7 to make it sound more like a Morna, but I think it sounds very good on its own, and it really does justify its classical roots in this way, and I think it's nice. I think it sounds good. No need for a change, but you can, you know, if you want, it's up to you. So that's part number 1. And then part number 2, part B of the song is so, alright, let's see what we got here. So part A is just A, G, F, E, very basic, we do that twice. And part B is F, G, you can also play this at G7, it's up to you really. I think the G7 sounds good here, and it does justify the classical, you know, aspect of this tune. C, go into the A minor, F, F again, E, and here maybe you want to play a E7, depends on what you like. So and we start all over again. I play that 3 times. I mean the whole thing, I loop it 3 times, you can loop it 2. I think the original is just 2 loops, where the first one, during the first one, the lead player plays the melody down, well, how would you put this? In a lower octave than in the second one. So in the second, during the second loop, he goes up an octave. So the first is, and then the second time he goes, The way I did it is I did 2.5 on the lower octave and the final half of the final loop up or down the neck. So pretty simple stuff. Now some interesting things you can do with the bass. You can change up the rhythm and the bass of the whole thing, so you can, I mean rhythmically, so you can go is the very simple classic Morna kind of. An important note is that during the fingering part of the rhythm playing, so the fingering part, not the bass thumb kind of thing, when I get closer to the third loop, I start doing this. So there's this, and that's kind of, you know, I put that there to kind of make it more akin to a classical guitar than the Morna guitar, right? So yeah, that's an idea for you to do whatever you want with. And okay, let's start with the melody. Now, the first time I played here, so we take this A minor shape here and we base everything around this. We base everything on this, rather. So then if you want, you can add double stops. If you want, if you don't want, and then, you know, again, double stops if you want, or if you don't want. This is a cool line that I added, improvised when I was recording this, and I like it, so I, you know. And then again, if you want, if you don't want, straight here. I keep indulging myself playing it finger style, but I should stop that. And then at some point, so yeah, you can play this many different ways. The main idea is to take this melody that's pre-existing. It's very streamlined and you know, how should I put this? It's very specific because it's a classical tune. The melody is very specific and it's the same played over and over again. So what you want to do, assuming you want to play this in a different kind of style, assuming we take this to the Morna level, we get some inspiration and we play around with the melody and we come up with new ways to play the same things. So the rhythm we change, we embellish on the melody, you know, even just a little, just to add a little bit of flair. And yeah, that's the whole idea behind my take on it. And of course, you can take it from there and play it in any way, shape, or form that you want. A couple more ideas. You can also play the bass like. Or you can try to make this like a Morna Galop. I don't know how to pronounce this. Morna Galop, I think is the correct pronunciation. Try to make this a Morna Galop. So. idea, instead of playing two Fs in a row, where the loop is ending, so da, 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 da. At that part of the melody, instead of playing two Fs at one, one after the other, you can play an F sharp diminished chord. So you go from. So yeah, this is how I think about playing the Odorenai Warutsu song in a Morna setting, and hopefully that gave you a couple of ideas on how to play it yourself. So, and that answer your questions. If there are any questions left unanswered by this tutorial, please type them down in the comments, or ask me in my email as well. You can reach me there. I'd love to make another video trying to help you guys figure out how to play this. I try to make both my hands visible somewhat more in this video. Hope that was alright. Let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.